Welcome back to Never Famous. This is a TikTok therapy session. Please hit the like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I am 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. And I danced and drank my little heart out, and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did that. And I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in.
You have any reactions so far?
I do, because it sounds like this is like accomplishments to her, is what it sounds like so far. So if this is something that you're like rooting for, like you're appraising, is that the word?
Like
I don't think
praising?
complimenting, but
if you're
pushing
praising,
this.
yeah, like if you're appraising this, is like that's not you're missing.
Well, I think there's something there, and I don't know if you caught on. Like the one thing that stands out for me is
So selfish.
it doesn't matter. That selfish is one thing, but like you're single, you're living life on your own. You saying that this doesn't matter to you, but the fact that you're comparing your nights to somebody who has kids tells me that something's rubbing you the wrong way because you don't have kids.
Yeah.
Because even while you're out and should be partying, having fun, and enjoying the fact that you can wake up late, you're taking the time to say, at least I don't have kids. At least I don't got to deal with having kids. And I don't have to deal with a babysitter and
probably
so
what you
on.
want the most.
Like, honestly, like if you're single, like how often do you go out and stop to think, oh shit, if I had a kid, I wouldn't be able to go out? You don't even think about it because you don't have a kid.
I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I did. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I go out and I'm like, I would much rather be home
Go
with a
home,
family right now
yes.
than be in the club.
That
I'm
don't
gonna be honest.
No,
It
I
be
get
hitting
it.
me sometimes.
But like correct, but like not in the way that she's saying it. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm able to go out because a person who has
She's
a
trying
kid
to
cannot.
gas it
go.
up. Like it's a good thing.
Yeah, so a lot of this is what I'm hearing is just like self stuff. So it's like, which is fine. Like you're 29, you're single. Like doesn't mean you shouldn't be selfish, but it's like, what are you really striving for in life exactly?
That may be what she's striving for. What I'm saying,
Right, that's what
and
I'm
if
saying.
it is, that's okay. If you
Right.
want, if your job, like if you want to like be a career woman, then that's your thing. Then why there's the need for you to compare it?
Bash.
And it sounds like it's just I woke up today, and let me tell you how I went last night. But I have to stop to let you know how
least
this
I
is
don't have-
different than not having a kid,
Yeah.
and how it was much better because I need to justify the fact that I don't have a kid or I don't have a husband and I'm still single and I can live life on my terms. But the reason I'm comparing this because it probably rubs me the wrong way.
It sounds like she's trying
Yeah.
to blanket her
Correct.
insecurities, is what it sounds like, low key. But we'll see.
Bed for so long, and I was just scrolling on my phone and I saw a picture of shakshuka and I thought, you know what sounds really good? Maybe I'm gonna learn how to make shakshuka today because I have no plans and I don't have kids and I don't have a husband and I don't have errands to run. I can go to the grocery store and learn how to make shakshuka. So that's on my agenda today. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York. I'm also doing a rewatch of Normal People on Hulu, which is really spicy and I highly recommend. Weirdly, I'm into this documentary on Netflix about blue zone countries, so I've got a pretty stacked day. Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids,
Pause
and
it. Pause it.
There, she just said it.
Hard on
Go.
myself. Yeah.
Whenever I'm hard on myself about it, there you go. She gave herself up.
She's trying so hard to justify.
Yeah,
these
the
things.
way that she sounded in the beginning, as to that, like she gave herself up, like what y'all was saying. She gave validity to everything y'all was saying.
I'm telling you, she's trying to put a blanket over her insecurities.
I don't know. I think we should just call this session the TikTok therapy hour or some shit. Because there's so many people using TikTok for therapy. Because this sounds like she's going and talking to a therapist, but she's talking to TikTok. And my gut reaction wants to say that she's doing this to get validation. Because I guarantee you there's women and other people that will reply, it's so great that you're doing this and so on, which is okay. But she also sounds like she wants to incentivize other women to be like, yo, it's okay if you don't get married, or it's okay if you don't have kids. Like, you should have strived to not have this and view it as something wrong if somebody who is 27, 26 is already thinking about saying, I'm going to settle in life and I'm trying to find a partner and maybe having kids is what I want, like what you just mentioned.
Yeah.
She, like, the beginning part of this video just made it sound like if it was something completely negative. And I still don't get it. Why you had to compare with having kids?
That's what I'm saying. I
Doesn't
just
make
want to
sense.
say, like, it's one thing to try to not be hard on yourself and be like, okay, like, trying to shed a positive light on her situation, right? But don't go and bash the other side of things like having a family, having kids, being married, having
Yeah,
a husband.
like all I'm
don't do
saying,
that.
she
Like,
could have done the same exact video without comparing it. Be
Without-
like, oh, I did this last night, this and this and this.
Exactly.
I'm enjoying life in this way, and today I'm gonna go learn how to do whatever she said she was gonna do. I don't know what it is, but
'Cause don't
something
get me-
shuka. But it would have been the same exact video. But she knows if I don't tie it to something that could potentially trigger somebody, it's not gonna get the same reaction. It's not gonna get us to talk about it. So in a way, there's kind of like that to also keep
like,
in mind.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with being 29 and single, no kids or anything like that. Like sometimes that's just the cards that you were dealt with. But
Do y'all think it's easier for her not her, but for somebody to make a video like this as opposed to making the video with the same intro? I'm 29, I'm single, but I want to get married. I'm looking for my husband. I want if I have kids. If she was to make the video that she really like her heart, it really means. Which one do you think is like a?
I think is saying that in this day and age is viewed much more negatively. Like saying, "Oh, I'm looking for kids. I want to have a husband," and this, I'm 29, or I'm hitting that time of life. Because for some things, like women, sometimes that barrier of 30 is like a milestone that they're crossing, which usually leads to them wanting to have a family or something along those lines. And I think right now in society, that's viewed negatively. And I don't want to 100% put it all on women. I think it's a societal thing where we have pushed for career first and go to school, get a degree, do this and do that. And if you really think about it, if you grew up where everything you were told was, I need to go get a degree, then do a career. Let's say if you went into school early, you got your degree by 23, 24, you've only been in a career for 6 years. So you have barely been able to thrive in the business world. So it puts you in a position where you're like, hold up, this math is not mathing. Because if I want to have kids, I should be doing this right around now while I still have my youth to be able to raise them. But if I continue with a career, I'm probably going to hit 40, and then by then having kids gets much, much harder.
I should be further along at 29, almost 30. I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
Oh, that's the end.
where's Beyonce gonna be when you're home alone, miserable as hell, wanting a family, possibly with your 3 or 4 cats, and where's your like, where's this appreciation of ease and stuff like that of your life when you're
I
all
think this
by
is one of
yourself?
those things where I think we say things to make us feel good at the moment, but like if I really think about it, if this moment wasn't in a video, like she didn't record it and it hadn't gone viral in some way, 2 years down the road, would she really think about that moment as if it was something that special? 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, would it really be that memorable and special? Or would it just be another thing? Like pick a Saturday from 2 years ago. I don't know.
I can't pick one out of the 52.
Correct. Now, when you ask me about when my kid was born and like those experiences, and like even today where I spend most of my morning with my son, it's kind of like those things I can probably tell you way better, and because those memories are going to be way more lasting,
More
especially when you have
impactful.
kids. Yeah, because they grow so quickly, so it's kind of like you only have them in this size for like now, and then like 2 weeks from now they're not even that
They're bigger.
anymore.
They already
it's like,
outgrown
it's
the
like one of
clothes.
those things that you can't explain to someone unless you have it, and I understand that because before I had kids it was the same way. I was like, I never would have been able to articulate, and I don't think I can still articulate what it feels like to have a child. But I can see what someone would just say this. But the one thing I would say is it comes across as selfish, and it'll probably make it much harder for her to find someone to settle with. Because it sounds like you prefer to put yourself first, and in order for you to settle with someone, it will require you to think about we, not me.
It's like I said, it
and
sounds
that's
like a lot
difficult.
of selfishness from the beginning.
That's something I need to get better at.
But and don't get me wrong, like I'm not against the whole like having that ease and whatnot, but I just don't think it should be given so much power, because there's like we need to put more value in a family, having a family, creating one. Like I don't know, but that's just my opinion though.
I don't know. I think that changes having conversations like this, where people can hear there's like, it's cool or it's okay to have family or it's all right to do this. Because right now, most of the messaging is what she's saying. From most like mainstream kind of messaging coming from almost everyone, it's all career, go build yourself, go find yourself, go do you. It's a lot of you as an individual. That's usually what is being told. Whenever you're going through anything tough in life, people tell you it's okay to break away and take some time for yourself and figure yourself out. And like, it's always about you, the individual. And like, there is some aspect of something that's truth to that, but there's also elements of building a community and being part of a group of some sort, which the primary group should be family,
Right.
that will also fill a lot of those holes that we're currently neglecting, and we were trying to patch them by saying, go to therapy for yourself, go figure yourself out. When in reality, some of the stuff you're going through might have already been solved if you had a child and somebody else to care for and somebody else to think about instead of just thinking about me.
Yeah.
And you'll probably feel more fulfilled, and you don't even know that will fulfill you because you're not even attempting to go in that direction.
Damn, you hit the nail right on the head with that one.
I'm about to go have a kid. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies, feel me? He's available. Anybody that want to have a kid? Anybody desperate? That's 29.
Damn, why you gotta be desperate though? Why you put me out there with a
No,
desperate
no,
joke?
not desperate
Well,
like that. Like desperate because they're
damn,
29 with
like-
no kids.
But that don't. Damn, cuz.
Because women be feeling
Shit.
desperate that they're 29, 30s and they don't have a family. Like,
Nah,
not because you don't.
That's crazy.
Nah, man, you a good looking guy. Nah, I didn't say it like
Crazy,
that.
dog. Not desperate.
Yeah, that didn't sound too good. My
Yeah,
bad, bro.
nah, it's
Nah,
cool
nah.
now. Fuck
My
it, I'm
fault.
already hurt.
Nah,
yo,
fuck that.
fuck this pod. This shit over. Yo, we out of here. Damn, I was gonna say something. You made me forget now. That was actually like the serious though. Fuck. You made me forget. Thank you for tuning into another TikTok therapy session. Please hit the like, comment, and subscribe. This is Never Famous. Thank you.